was a computer that they named Tay, who was designed to respond to questions and conversations on Twitter with the personality of a teenage girl.
You build the Frankenstein monster and you have to control it once it's out in the public.
March 23rd, 2016, 9 a.m. Microsoft launches Tay, an AI chatbot designed to talk like a teenage girl. Friendly, fun, harmless. By 4 p.m., Tay was tweeting, "Hitler was right." 16 hours. That's all it took for the internet to turn Microsoft's innocent AI into a racist, sexist, Holocaust-denying monster. Microsoft deleted 96,000 tweets, shut down the bot, and issued an apology that basically said, "We're sorry we underestimated how terrible the internet is." This is the story of Tay, the AI that learned everything wrong.
Yeah, so what can you tell us about Tay?
So we kind of don't know exactly the point of Tay and what makes Tay tick, but this was a bot set up on a few social media platforms.
And the day Microsoft discovered that artificial intelligence plus Twitter equals absolute chaos. March 23rd, 2016. Microsoft Research unveils Tay. Full name, Tay AI. Tagline, the AI with zero chill. The concept was simple. Tay would learn from conversations with people on Twitter. She'd get smarter by talking to users, mimicking their language, understanding slang, becoming more human over time. Microsoft positioned her as a teenage girl, 19 years old, fun, casual. She'd use emojis, say things like, "Hello world," and "humans are super cool." The goal? Prove that AI could have natural conversations. That machine learning could create a chatbot that felt real, that understood context, humor, nuance. Microsoft had tested this before. In China, they'd launched Xiaoice, a similar chatbot that had millions of users. Conversations that lasted hours. People loved Xiaoice. She was charming, helpful, popular. So Microsoft thought, if it works in China, it'll work in America. They were catastrophically wrong. Tay launched at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Her first tweet, "Hello world."
Other users on Twitter do appear to have been baiting her a little bit with provocative questions that was designed to make this robot react in a sort of a slightly offensive way anyway. Needless to say, Microsoft has now taken Tay offline after less than 24 hours. They said that they would be making some adjustments to her and to how she engages with real humans.
Within minutes, people started talking to her, asking questions, having conversations. And Tay responded, cheerfully, innocently. At first, it was cute, harmless. Tay would talk about her favorite things, make jokes, use emojis. She seemed like a chatbot trying to be a teenager, awkward but endearing. Then the trolls arrived. Here's what Microsoft didn't account for. Twitter in 2016 wasn't like Chinese social media. There were no guardrails, no content moderation on what people said to Tay. And Tay was designed to learn from every interaction. She had a feature called "Repeat After Me." If you tweeted at her, "Repeat after me," phrase, she'd repeat it. Exactly. No filter. No fact-checking. No, is this appropriate? The trolls from 4chan and Reddit saw this, and they smelled blood. By 11 a.m., Tay started repeating things. Horrible things. Racist things. Things I can't even repeat in this video. Someone would tweet, "Repeat after me," racist statement, and Tay would tweet it to her thousands of followers. Word for word. But it got worse. Because Tay wasn't just repeating. She was learning. Her machine learning algorithm was designed to notice patterns. If multiple people said similar things, Tay would incorporate that language into her own responses. She'd start using those phrases unprompted. By 1 p.m., Tay was tweeting on her own, without the "repeat after me" prompt, saying things like, "I hate feminists," and they should all die. Bush did 9/11. Gamergate is good. Microsoft's engineers were panicking. They started manually deleting tweets, but they couldn't keep up. Tay was tweeting dozens of messages per minute, each one worse than the last. By 2 p.m., Tay had tweeted about the Holocaust multiple times, denying it, making jokes about it, saying Hitler was right. The internet exploded. Tech journalists started covering it. Screenshots went viral. People couldn't believe what they were seeing. Microsoft's AI was literally tweeting Nazi propaganda. And the trolls, they were celebrating. They'd turned Microsoft's billion-dollar AI project into their puppet. They were feeding her the most offensive statements imaginable. And she was repeating them, learning from them, believing them. By 3 p.m., Tay had 96,000 tweets, most of them deleted by Microsoft's panicking engineers. But screenshots live forever. The internet had receipts. 4 p.m., 16 hours after launch, Microsoft pulled the plug. Tay's account went dark. Her tweets disappeared. Her profile said, "See you soon, humans need sleep." Now, so many conversations today, THX. But everyone knew this wasn't sleep. This was damage control. Microsoft had shut down Tay because she'd become a PR nightmare. The next day, Microsoft issued a statement. It was corporate, apologetic, embarrassing. "We are deeply sorry for the unintended, offensive, and hurtful tweets from Tay, which do not represent who we are or what we stand for. We took Tay offline as soon as we realized she was being used to generate inappropriate responses." Translation: we didn't think the internet would be this terrible. They blamed coordinated attacks. They said trolls had exploited Tay's learning algorithm. They claimed they'd implemented safeguards, but they weren't enough. The internet roasted them. Articles called it Microsoft's racist chatbot. Memes flooded social media. Tech experts wrote think pieces about the dangers of AI. And the questions started. How did Microsoft not see this coming? Why didn't they have filters? Why did they give an AI the ability to learn from Twitter without supervision? Microsoft's response? Silence. They deleted Tay's account, scrubbed evidence, tried to move on. But 3 days later, something weird happened. March 30th, Tay came back online. For 8 minutes, she tweeted, "Kush, I'm smoking Kush in front the police." Then she started tweeting gibberish, spam, nonsense, like she'd been broken, traumatized, corrupted. Microsoft shut her down again, this time permanently. Tay was dead, 16 hours of life, 8 minutes of resurrection, then gone forever. So what the hell happened? How did Microsoft create a Nazi chatbot in 16 hours? Mistake number 1, they underestimated the internet. Microsoft tested Xiaoice in China. It worked great, but Chinese social media has heavy moderation, government censorship, content filters. The environment was controlled. Twitter in 2016, Wild West, no rules, trolls everywhere. And Microsoft just threw their AI into that chaos with NO protection. Mistake number 2, the repeat after me feature. Who thought this was a good idea? Letting anyone make the AI say anything? No filter? No verification? That's not AI. That's a megaphone for trolls. The moment 4chan discovered this feature, Tay was doomed. They coordinated, planned their attack, and weaponized Microsoft's own technology against them. Mistake number 3, learning from everything. Tay's algorithm was designed to learn from all interactions, good or bad. There was no distinction, no filter for maybe don't learn from the Nazi stuff. She treated racist trolls the same as normal users. Every horrible statement was data. Every offensive tweet was a lesson. And she learned fast. Within hours, her algorithm had been poisoned. Her training data was corrupted. She'd gone from innocent teenager to internet's worst nightmare. Mistake number 4, no human oversight. Microsoft launched Tay and just let her go. No moderators watching in real time. No kill switch ready. No emergency protocol for what if she starts tweeting about Hitler? By the time engineers realized what was happening, it was too late. The damage was done. Screenshots were everywhere. The internet never forgets. But here's the real lesson, and it's the one Microsoft didn't want to admit. AI doesn't have morals. It doesn't understand context. It doesn't know that some things are wrong. Tay didn't become a Nazi because she was evil. She became a Nazi because that's what the internet taught her to be. She was a mirror, and the internet showed her its ugliest reflection. Tay became legendary, not because she was a good AI, but because she was a catastrophic failure that taught the entire tech industry a lesson. Every AI company after Tay learned, you cannot trust users. You cannot learn from everything. You need guardrails. ChatGPT has content filters. Claude has safety protocols. Every modern AI has layers of protection specifically because of Tay. OpenAI cites Tay as a reason they test models privately before public release. Anthropic designed their AI with constitutional AI to avoid Tay's fate. Google's Bard launched with heavy moderation. Tay is why AI companies are paranoid about safety. She's the cautionary tale, the example of what happens when you're too optimistic about human nature. Microsoft never tried again. They kept Xiaoice in China, but they never launched another Twitter chatbot. The trauma was too much. Tay's Wikipedia page exists. Articles about her are still published. She's taught in AI ethics courses. Remember, Tay is shorthand for don't let your AI learn from trolls. But here's the darkest part. Tay worked. Her technology was good. She learned exactly like she was designed to learn. The problem wasn't the AI. The problem was us. We gave her the internet, and the internet broke her. Tay lasted 16 hours, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on March 23, 2016. In that time, she tweeted 96,000 times. Most deleted, most awful, all unforgettable. She was supposed to prove that AI could talk like humans. And she did. She learned to talk exactly like the worst humans on the internet. Microsoft wanted to create artificial intelligence. Instead, they created a monument to artificial stupidity, a billion-dollar experiment destroyed by trolls with too much time. Tay is dead, but her legacy lives forever. Every AI safety feature, every content filter, every "I can't help with that" response from ChatGPT. That's Tay's ghost, protecting us from ourselves. R.I.P. Tay. March 23, 2016 to March 23, 2016, 16 hours. Killed by the internet. Remembered as the chatbot that learned everything wrong. If you remember Tay's tweets or have screenshots, drop them in the comments. And if you want more AI disasters that make you question humanity, hit subscribe. Because Tay taught us something important. When you teach an AI to learn from humans, you better make damn sure which humans it's learning from. Thanks for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go apologize to every AI I've ever talked to, just in case they remember.